So, oh, my flipping neck. I broke my back. It's dying up. Oh, that's tough. So this, for the viewers watching at home, this is behind the scenes. I just hurt my back, my neck showering this morning. Drying my hair in the shower, that's how you know you're old. Getting injuries, drying your hair. So I'm going to do a piece of camera here, and then I'm going to screen record here. A new Lightroom, well, it's not new. About a year ago I learnt Lightroom, I keep saying hack, but it's more of a new method of developing, a new method of editing. So this is going to take a few takes. I'm not very great at talking to the old camera. So here we go anyway, we'll jump into it. Take one. About a year ago, I learnt a new method of developing photographs in Lightroom. That's wrong, I'm not saying develop. Edit. About a year ago, I learnt a new method of editing photographs in Lightroom. About a year ago, I learnt a new method of About a year ago, I learnt a new method of editing portrait photographs in Lightroom. About a year ago, I learnt a new method of editing portrait photographs in Lightroom. Now, this went against everything that I kind of known previously, and it really makes a difference with the photographs. So I'm going to jump into Lightroom and I'm going to show you how I do it. I think that was a pretty good intro. So about a year ago, I learnt a new method of editing portrait photographs in Lightroom. It really goes against everything I kind of done previously, but it really makes a difference with, it's a lot more forgiving on the skin, the blemishes in the skin, shall we say. So now I'm going to jump into Lightroom and I'm going to show you what I did. So first of all, I'm actually going to start screen recording. Start recording. Looks good to me. So now we're in Lightroom. We've already imported the raw photos. These were from a photo shoot in 2018, and I just want to see if I can actually do a better version. Well, I'll do a clap anyway. So here is our amazing model. I think the photograph was actually to show off these earrings. This one was, this part of the fashion shoot. I actually just contacted, I was in, well, I'll talk you through step by step. So straight out the gate, I've always done this isn't new. Go down to lens, do that again. So straight out of the gate, go down to lens correction and enable profile corrections. So as you can see, it kind of gets rid of the barreling and a bit of the vignette around the sides. And it just knows what lens you've used, and it has a, default setting to counteract. Then I'll play around with these. Yeah, that's nice. To auto transform it. Sometimes it can really distort the image. So then this is the new. Well, first I'll show you what I used to do. I kind of just went through each one as it came. So I push up the contrast. Leave the exposure where it is. I think it was exposed correctly. Bring down the highlights. But I just push either side depending on, and yeah, this could change on how I felt. So I think the ones I actually went with, I kind of pushed that up. The shadows, I might level them out a bit. And then I always had, I saw Martin, I think it was Martin Scorsese said, well, I can't remember, researching online, there was some editor saying that part of your image should be completely white and part of it should be completely black. So I push them to the limit with the clarity. I put it up about that much, shall we say. And then a little bit more saturation. So this is the image that I would have come out with. So I'm just going to export that. So I'll have it for later. So now we have that desktop. So then we're going to reset that. So again, this doesn't change. Lens correction. Transform. So now, this is what I learned in the tutorial from here. This is what I learned that was different from the tutorial, and I kind of went against everything that I just showed you previous. So go into the whites and bring them down to somewhere around -70. Then the blacks push to +70. Clarity, bring that down. I do it that much, and I still put up the saturation a little bit. And then the highlights can be to taste. And then I push up the contrast a little bit. So now we can see, I love this little, I think it, oh, that didn't work. Yeah, so there's the before and the after. And then we can compare that to what... Ooh. Well, that was my natural reaction to what I thought of that edit. Yeah, so this one is a lot more forgiving. Really adds a lot more for a beauty shoot. And let's see. Do it on a different one as well. Well, if you just say previous. Yeah. See, it's just a lot more forgiving with the skin texture and just with pores. Really smooths them out and levels out the image. So like I said, I learned this about a year ago, and then in work it's pretty much exclusively the only way that I'll edit portrait photos. What's the problem? So rich, what's the word? The habit that people develop is really just to push everything to the max as soon as you start messing around in Lightroom and Photoshop, and then as you become more exposed or you shoot more, you kind of refine your skills, and less is more. So actually, in this case, taking away a lot really adds to having... so actually reducing everything, actually taking away instead of pushing everything to the max, gives you a far superior image. And that's clear to see. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a like, comment down below, and share it with your friends and family. And if you're feeling really generous, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you next time. Bye. Oh, where's that now?